Okay, now that we're recording, this is not going to last that long, but we felt since we did the new group, we wanted to go ahead and introduce ourselves and let you know who we are, why we started this group, and give you some basics. So if you're brand new, this is going to be great for you. And we'll still, have team trainings and we'll have new distributor trainings and all this. But we kind of want to like lay some foundation for everyone. So my name is Laura Nick, and I've been in the business for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in June. That seems just insane that I even say that it's been that long. But I am a nurse, and now I stay home full time with my kids. I've been home almost 3 full years with my kids. So my daughter is about to turn 2. So I have been home her entire life. She has never went to daycare. She goes to preschool now, but she's never been dropped off at daycare for me to go to a job because of this business. But this business has allowed me to stay home every single day of her life. And my son, he was, I guess, 2. He was 2 when I quit. So most of his life, more than half of his life, I've been at home as well. So this business has allowed me to do that. I went double in 8 months, and that's when I tripled my nursing salary. And that was kind of when I was like, oh, wow, this is like, I can do this. I can actually do this. And I was doing it full time I was working full time and doing this part time on my phone. So even when you say, oh, I don't have time to do it, or I can't do it today, I just found time because I was tired of going to work and leaving my son at daycare. It wasn't that I disliked being a nurse, but I just enjoyed being a mom more. And that's where my heart was leading me, was to be at home. So, and that doesn't have to be yours. You don't have to want to quit your job. You don't want to have to do anything. There's not any certain thing that you have to want to do for this business to work for you. You just need to figure out what that is for you and then go and do it. So if you're wanting to pay off debt, or you're wanting to go on a trip, I don't know what it is. Whatever that is for you, figure it out, write it down, and then go for that. So I'm going to let Jen and Rachel, whoever goes first, it doesn't matter to me. And then I'm going to come back in just a second. I'm going to let them introduce themselves as well.
Okay, I'll go since I think Jen is still feeding the baby. So I'm Rachel White, and Lauren, actually, I met when our husbands were coaching together, and she offered me the business, and I actually told her no the first probably 6 or 7 months that she was in the business, because I had done 3 multi-level marketing jobs before and I had failed in all 3 of them. So when she presented me the opportunity, I didn't think it was for me. And then about 7 months later, I saw that she had earned a $50,000 bonus when she went double diamond. And I said, shoot, sign me up. Who cares? If I can fail at 3, I can fail at 4. So I joined February 2nd, 2015. I went Ruby the very next month. I got Ruby really fast. I skipped Emerald altogether and I just hit Diamond. I double promoted after conference, but that was in 2016. So that was an entire year I'd been in the business before I hit Diamond. And then I just promoted to double Diamond in 2019. So I'm not one of those people that got Diamond in 7 days. It's been a long journey for me, but I've, made my goal. I wanted to be double Diamond from the very beginning, and here I am. So now we're working on triple. So it's been a slow and steady journey for me, but I mean, it's a high and low type of business, and I'm glad I stuck with it, and here we are.
Hey, oh yeah, good. We're having gas issues, so here we go. Hey, you guys, I'm Jen. I am the hot mess of the group, I think, probably. And it's so funny because Rachel just sent me the first message that I sent her today, and we were just having like a chuckle about it. So I knew Lauren because her husband and my husband are like best friends, and then Bill joined right in there. And so I've known Lauren since whenever we met, and she joined, and she also chatted with me about the business, and I said no. And then Rachel ended up joining, and Rachel and I are just a little bit more like, we're both very green. And so I had reached out to Rachel after she signed, and I was like, okay, I need you to give me like all of the specifics. I need to know everything before signing. And y'all, that was what was it, Rachel? It was March of 2015 when I sent her that message, and I still did not join until September of 2015. So I've been in for 3.5 years, and I promoted to diamond in six months, and we've been chilling at diamond since then. But we are going double this month, which is so exciting. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, I was a mental health counselor. I actually went to school to be, I'm all over, I still have really bad, like, baby brain, y'all, so I apologize. But I have my master's in psychology, and so I was a child therapist, and I also worked in academia for a little while, and never in a million years thought that this was something that I would do. I was so opposed to it. I thought it was a total scheme. I didn't think the products worked. And then I joined without trying anything and just took off and fell in love with this company. And this company, truly, the leadership and the team that we're on are very just godly. I'm just going to get up and do this, chat with you guys here. This business brought me back to God, so I'm even more passionate about it because of that. And I mean, we all have our own stories, but I've lost a total of over like 40 pounds, and I'll have another 20 to go add to that because of these products. And I don't know, I'm rambling. So I'm going to let Lauren get started because it's already 8:39. So I'm going to let her get started, and we'll just get done with the training.
Okay, so we do have another admin. Her name is Alexa. So that brings me to, they just launched a new barbecue restaurant, and that's what I'm trying to say. However you say that, they just started that. Okay, so just opened.
Restaurant.
Yes. Okay, just opened, and it's been kind of crazy. So she was unable, and then she has a sick child tonight, so she's not here. But what I want to say about that, if you're not friends with any of us, I actually in the announcement, or even I think I've posted it in the thing for this training, if you will, don't send us a friend request, just click follow. If you're already our friends, that's wonderful, great. Don't unfriend us or anything like that. But if you're not friends with us, if you'll just click follow, that will allow you to get any notifications when we post into the group. And you don't have to friend everyone on our team. We don't want to take up any space on your friends list for people who are not on your team or who are not personally enrolled. So don't feel like you have to go and do all that. But definitely just follow us, and you'll be able to get those notifications. I just want to hit on a few things, and then we're going to get like some nitty gritty stuff. Okay. If you were enrolled in January, then you had 7 codes to use, $20 codes. So if you haven't used those, they're still active, so continue to use them. Now, if you are brand new, you're going to have 2 codes in your eSuite, and you can use those as well. So anyone else that you enroll, they also have 2 codes as well. So if you enroll a new distributor, within about 24 to 48 hours, they're going to go get their $20 codes in their eSuite as well. So remember that. I'm not going to go over the $1,000 Ruby guarantee or the $3,000 guarantee. There is a file. There's 2 files, one for each in the group. So go to that. And there's tons of videos out there. So get in that, start training yourself on that. We're kind of doing something different tonight. But you want to go Ruby, you want to get these distributors and all of that. Okay, so the reason that we did the new group, okay, it wasn't in any like ill will to get out of the Success Club or anything like that. We love the Success Club, but as leaders, as your almost all 4 of us are going to be double and above, we just kind of took it upon ourselves. We got together and we started thinking about, okay, what is going to be the best for our team? How can we help our team the best? And creating a new group seemed to be the best idea. This could be, like a terrible idea, and we may find that out, but we really think this is going to be really, really great for us. You're going to be able to get to know us better. where in the Success Club, there's, 50 leaders or double and above leaders that you're trying to figure out who are you connected to in any way. And then there's tons of notifications. It's very cluttered. So we're going to try to condense all of our announcements, all of our posts. We're going to be filtering out what is asked in the group because we just want it to be beneficial to everyone. Okay, so if it ever becomes not beneficial to you, if you'll just let us know. But if you want to remove yourself from the Success Club, feel free to. You don't have to. But we don't want you adding new people to the Success Club. We only want them to be in the tribe, and that is it, because we don't want to overwhelm them. Because the Success Club, even being in almost 5 years, it's very overwhelming to me. Like, I'm getting notification after notification, and I feel like there's too many things going on. That's what we're trying to cut out the boom message. Cut out the big group message because there's just too much going on. Okay, especially if you're brand new. If you've been in here 6 months, you're just rocking and rolling. Like, it doesn't bother you as much. But if you're brand new, you were hardly on Facebook before you started, and now you have 75 notifications from people you don't even know, it can be incredibly overwhelming. Okay, so we did that. Now there are 2 announcements at the very top of the group. One of them is the March Boom chat, or whatever, consecutive enrollments that we're going for. So if you'll just go into that when you enroll somebody and you just keep going with the number. And the second one is about the welcoming or the welcome. So when you welcome a new teammate, instead of posting it onto the wall or the page, you'll actually just go to that post, and we're going to post it into the comments. So it's going to keep our page super clean, not cluttered or anything like that. And when people get in there and they're trying to find something, they're going to be able to find it. I'm sure you've seen the albums. We've been adding a ton of new stuff. So check that out. Save what Nicole, I think Jen had created a post for that too. I don't know. Jen Mike can come back to that, answer that. The albums, we created a bunch of different ones, and we're going to continue to be creating albums, just kind of have to come. If you have personal results, there's actually a personal results album. Go add yours in there too. If you have customers, if you'll just in the caption tag yourself and maybe the name of the customer, because that's just always good. We want to know who the people are if we can. So go in there, add your stuff as well. And if you see something, if you see better, I posted some coffee instructions. If you've made coffee instructions and you want to throw it in there, and do that, because people just have more options, and that's going to be great for people who are red like me. And I'm like, I just need things to the point. I don't really care about the clutter stuff. Where people who are Jen and Rachel, they like specific things, and they're more green and more. They want to know all the details. So we're going to have like a variety of all the things. Okay. So next, Jen is going to highlight some social media stuff. Alexa is going to help her, but I think Jen's going to tackle it all for y'all right now.
Yes, I am. So I know we're going to play this back. We're going to have it recorded for people to watch, because I know a lot of people are not on, but for those of you that are on, you've heard it before. Being consistent on social media is the number one thing that I have to say. Like, you have to be consistent every single day, and you cannot rely on just posting, whether that be on Instagram, your stories, or Facebook. I was doing some chatting with some team this past month, and I found out that a lot of people are posting and using their stories, but they're not messaging anybody. So that's number 2 thing about social media is you can utilize it all day long to post and advertise, but if you're not messaging every single person that likes, comments, or views that, you're defeating the whole purpose. You might not, you might as well not even post. So looking at your Facebook and your Instagram, I'm going to just share my screen real quick and pull mine up. I was actually just working on an interactive post. I like to do interactive posts at night, like right around dinner time, or after that. It's obviously a little late tonight, but looking at your Facebook, you want to keep it pretty clean. Obviously, I made a product post. 1 time a day, I do a product post, whether that be a results photo or something like this with our new product. Oh my gosh, sorry, y'all, the baby's screaming in the background. Or sometimes I'll just do a picture of me with a product. So lots of different options, but you want to be advertising some kind of product at least once a day. And then for me, I also like to advertise the business at least once a day. And I like to do that either first thing in the morning while people are getting ready for work. So like this is a business post. It doesn't look like a business post, but it is a business post because I'm talking about my why. I'm talking about my story. I'm talking about what this business did for me and how I'm getting to spend my Tuesday morning. And I simply thank you, sweet Lord, for providing me the opportunity to be in this position. People that have been following me for a long time know what that position is, that I'm with this company and that it's brought me home to be with my kids. And other people that are reading this are like, wait, what is she talking about? Like, what is she doing? How can she stay home? So it's vague, but sorry, I got to close my door. I'm sorry. Hey, she just wants to be up. She wants you to be up and she wants to sit up. All right, sorry about that, you guys. So posting about the business, posting about the products every single day, and Instagram's just a little bit different for me as far as how I use it. But on my Instagram, I don't post. The crap, why is it not just pulling up? Oh, I didn't know that typed in there. With Instagram, I keep my feed very clean. You very rarely will see my page with like results photos or ads on there. Occasionally I will. So like here's a picture of me and my shake with my greens in it, and the caption is obviously explaining it. This is us in the middle of the day at the park, so it's kind of a business post. But you can kind of see that it's just a little bit different. I don't have a bunch of results photos and stuff. Now my story is a different story. Like my story today is loaded up with my entire journey with the with like actually like my life and how it works was even brought into it. And then I did a series of videos talking about having to go dairy free because of my daughter's allergy to lactose, and how I'm utilizing our shake and our greens. So it's me talking about how these products are helping me personally. So using your stories is really big. Using polls, I use anything that's kind of like interactive where they can like answer a question or click a poll or something like that. And one thing that they've done in the past month with an update to Instagram is they have stopped the ability for you to see who views your stories after 24 hours. So you have to be really good. And for me, this is a struggle right now. You have to be really good to catch that list of people who have viewed your story and message them before that deletes, like out of that cache or whatever they call it. So highlights, you want to make your Instagram really pretty. I put some really solid Instagram trainings in our units, and I highly, highly recommend. I didn't even have an Instagram when I joined, you guys. Now I've got like 2,700 followers, and I've got it set up like Alyssa Billieu says to have it set up. It just needs to be pretty. So posting consistently. The other thing with social media is really is just the different ways that you can use it. So, I mean, obviously anybody that comments or likes on a post is going to get a message from me. Then one of like the number one ways that you can, it's kind of like a referral system. It's called Host to Post. A lot of you guys know what that is, but for those of you watching afterwards, Host to Post is where you ask somebody to host a post for you, to share a post for you on their wall. Again, the units have a great training on this. But basically what you do is you give one of your Facebook friends a message. They post it on their wall with whatever. It can be a pretty picture of a product, or it can be a results photo, whatever you prefer. And then what happens is you get to tap into their network. So that was actually a customer. So like here is my friend Crystal. She did one for me. It's a pretty picture. After she posted it, I came in here and I threw up a couple results photos, and then touched base with the people who wanted to try it. And then you just walk through a conversation with them and you sign them up as customers. And you can then ask that person to host a post for you. And you just continue, you're growing your network and you're tapping into networks that you didn't have access to before because you weren't friends with those people on Facebook. So really, you know, that's it. As far as social media goes, you don't want to be adsy. And just in case people don't know what I'm talking about when I say adsy, I'm going to just like pull something up real quick. So when I'm saying adsy, the stuff that you don't want to post is like this kind of stuff. Make the money you deserve, dream big. You don't want to, I even stay away. This is like an old format of a results photo. I actually stay away from those now. We have really pretty white formatted before and after pictures. Like you don't want to post something like that. It's just, you know what I mean? Like you just want it to be very eye-catching, very pretty, and you want to post stuff that is going. Now, 3 years ago when we all joined, 4 years ago when we all joined, this stuff was okay to post. Like this stuff still got you hits. Not anymore. People don't want to see that. People want to see really pretty photos. And so one thing that we've done, and if you are still a member of the Success Club, you've got this too, but I'm actually going to show you guys the Success Club just because I know they've got more photos in here, but there are these really pretty blogger photos. Actually, I'm sorry, let me pull up. We have a corporate Pinterest page, and if you're new or if you've been in and you have no idea about this, our corporate team does an amazing job with our It Works page, and you can use anything on this. So when you find this, make sure it is the actual It Works Global corporate page. This is what it is. They've got these gorgeous pictures of, I mean, like, look, that's a pretty picture of a keto energy. And okay, well, that didn't take me to the picture I clicked on, but hopefully you guys saw it. So you can use any of these. These are really nice. They're eye-catching. People are going to see them. They're pretty. So use this kind of stuff when you're posting on Facebook, or take your own. And the third thing, fourth, fifth, whatever number I'm on now, I don't know anymore. You have to show people that you are using products. So you guys have already seen that, you know, picture of me with the shake. A couple nights ago, I used, these are my results. People want to know that you've gotten results with products. If you're brand new, take a picture of something that you are using right now. Like maybe you don't have result pictures like this, but maybe you have a testimony. Hey, I drank this keto coffee this morning. My energy was great. My focus was great. I stayed full until lunch. You know, give a personal testimony of it. That's what people want to see. People do not buy the products. People do not join the company. They buy you, and they buy your trust. They buy your testimony. So be a product of the product. That is what is going to get you customers. I mean, and you guys do not. I think this is the number one thing that freaks people out when they first join. You cannot judge how well you are going to do in this business based on the likes and comments that you get on your pictures that you post on Facebook, because you guys, people are watching. I probably never liked or commented on anything that Lauren and Rachel posted, but I watched them for a year and I finally joined. I just signed a customer last month who I've been talking to for 3 years. So just don't let that don't judge that. Don't let that scare you if you're not getting like hundreds of hits on your post. And obviously let us know if you have any questions on verbiage or anything like that. But you guys, oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. The Tribe Newbie Post group. You guys, we made a group. There's posts in there. If you can't think of something, I just stole one today. If you can't think of something to post, just go to that. Make sure your new distributors are getting added to that, so that you can kind of hop in there and just pull post whenever you need to. I'm done. Rachel, you're up.
All right, now we're covering daily tasks. I have mine printed out and I put it on my notebook. I can send this to y'all later, but I do the same things every single day. It gets easier and easier the more that I do them. It just becomes part of my daily routine, like brushing my teeth, brushing my hair. You're going to want to add people to your Facebook and Instagram account. I've heard so many times, I don't have that many family. I don't have that many friends. I don't either. I have added and added. I add like 5-10 people a day, and eventually that number keeps growing. That's actually why we're telling people to follow us instead of adding us as friends, because we're running out of space. Facebook only allows, what, I think 5,000 friends. So we're having to delete people to add people. And I do that constantly. Instagram, for sure. I use the Captivate app, and I let it work for me at nighttime. Go to YouTube and look up Captivate, and it can teach you how to use that. And it literally works for me as I'm sleeping. So the next thing is posting. Post 2 to 3 times a day. Post, and it works results or an opportunity post. Do a family or a funny post, a before and after, an interactive post. All of those are in either the Pinterest albums. I find a lot of mine, I have an actual album that I have secret in my Pinterest page that I just keep saving things that I know that I want to use for interactive or a funny post or something like that. And then, of course, post on your stories. I usually I use that same post to post on Instagram, and then I use that same post to post on my stories, because the different people look at different, like, I don't ever look at anybody's stories, but apparently the younger generation does. So that's what people are looking at now, is the stories. So I post on my stories, and I still I don't think I've ever looked at anybody's story at this. So getting involved with your team daily, that's something that you need to do all the time. I mean, I talk with Jen, I talk with every business. It is going to be really hard for you to quit when you're having a bad day. So make sure you get involved. If you show up, you go up. Attending these Zooms, even if you don't like, I like to watch recording videos just because I don't like to, wait until 8:30 until until the Zoom starts. So if you're busy and you can't attend the Zooms, make sure you're trying to. When I first, so try to get on a Zoom at least once a week. Everybody can do at least once a week. Following up, I follow up with a ton of people, and I actually have this written out for me. I reached out to her for the first time in January, February, March, April, May, June of 2015. So June of 2015, and the very beginning. So I mean, and then the next month I sent her a follow-up message, and she actually responded and said she was really busy. The next month, this was August, it's the third time that I wedding, we don't have time, blah, blah, blah. She then messaged me about asking for my address for the wedding, and I responded. And then the next month was.
Rachel, you're breaking up really bad, girl.
Okay. I don't
Maybe,
know.
and maybe it's me.
Y'all were breaking up for me too, so I'm thinking it might be my internet.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. People are saying no, and maybe it's me.
You hear me? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so the fourth time that I messaged her, she didn't even respond to me. And then March of 2016, this was an entire year and a half, year and a few months after I first initially reached out to her about the products. I'd never even messaged her about the business. She said, hey, I may be interested in selling. And, now she's a diamond leader, so follow up, make sure you follow up. Daily interactions. You're going to want to like, comment, post on people's posts, because if you're not commenting, liking, and doing all that kind of stuff on other people's posts, they're not going to see yours. Or your post won't be seen. And we want to help each other anyways. So help each other with it works, people too. I got these I had to bring my plants inside because of the dang weather, and now I got all these bugs in my house. Anyways, if you like my post, I'm going to turn around and like your post. We help each other. So if you actually notice on my post, following up with what Jen was saying about not a lot of people aren't going to like your posts. People still don't like my posts all the time. If you look closely at my posts, they are mostly my mother, my grandmother, and all my It Works people. So you got, and they like everything of mine. So that, I mean, if you see 10 likes of mine, generally it's not anybody who's a potential. Jen never liked anything of mine. I never liked anything of Lauren's, and Wendy never liked anything of mine. So don't base it off though. Those aren't your potentials necessarily. That's why we're having to reach out to people and message people daily. So let's see. I think that's about it. Getting involved. I already went over that. Linktree. We are trying to figure out a different website to do instead of Linktree, because it has blocked mine. It hasn't done Jen's yet, but it has blocked mine. I can't use Linktree to send my website anymore. But I have heard of about.me. So I'm going to look into that more. If anybody else has done any research on that, look into about.me, and I'm going to see if that can kind of link up to our website so we can send our link in our Instagram and Facebook messengers. But I think that's all. I was trying to be short and sweet. But just, I mean, I'll send my daily tasks in the messenger so y'all can copy and paste it and print it out too.
And there's a daily task list. I think I actually added a file, Rachel, in our group. It's daily tasks, and it basically it's a very large list. It's something just that you can kind of pick and choose from. But yeah, Rachel, upload yours too. Lauren, what else you got? What was it that you wanted me to talk about? Do you remember? I don't.
Nicole asked, did you make a post about shout outs?
Oh yeah. So like there's one in the group, and you guys, and we're just playing around. Obviously there was a lot of activity in the group today because we're still kind of adding stuff to it. So I promise you guys the notifications will cut down. Oh, by the way, can I please say to y'all, I love all of you guys, everybody, all of the support. But if we cannot go in and like and comment on every single picture and post that the admins are adding, you guys, we just get notified every single time. And this is just like, I mean, we literally had somebody go in and like 30 images today, and it was like 30 notifications for us. So y'all just be happy. It's just there for you. Just be happy that it's there. We appreciate the love and support for you looking at everything. But let me share my screen really quick. So what we did, and we're just kind of playing around with this, we'll see how it goes. There is a welcome to the team announcement. So you can do whatever you want to. If you want to like upload their picture that you made welcoming them, you can just tag them in the post and people can comment on it. So there's that one. And there's also, you can just type in search here. Search down here. Fast Start. I did one for like Fast Start qualification and shopping sprees if you want to shout out your people there. I uploaded a couple of images for my girls for this week. So we're just playing around. And you guys, we're open to ideas as well. If you guys, one thing we just with the Success Club, and there is over 2,000 people in that group, so it does get overwhelming sometimes when there's like 30 people being welcomed one day and that's like all you see and you're missing the announcements. So it was just something that we're playing around with to see if we can just, like Lauren was saying, keeping it like decluttered and just the information there for everybody to see it. So
one more thing for me, when you sign a distributor or a loyal customer, make sure that your diamond or double diamond upline knows, because we want to make sure that you are charting correctly and placing correctly. Once you get your first few loyal customers, the way we chart, you don't need them. We want to place them so that you're promoting quickly and fast, especially with these $20 codes. You don't want to hang on to them. So you want to place to make sure that you're promoting the fastest. That's all I got.
And we're trying to stay on top of that. Now we have a report called Downline Activity, and we can see everyone that's being enrolled. But we're also human. We also have kids. You know, things get crazy. quickly. So if you do enroll anybody, it doesn't matter what it is, to say, hey, Lauren, I signed a customer today. What do I do? Like, where do I go from here? Just so we know, we can kind of tell you exactly. Now, if you don't have teams that are working, you keep your customer. You're not going to try to build people who aren't working at all for nothing for them, because you're going to have to get everybody 400, and that's just pointless. But I'm excited. I'm excited for March. I'm excited for what's coming. We haven't had this much like momentum in so long, and we're riding that hard. Do not stop. Do not think, well, there's thermophytes on back order, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Take advantage of those things. I know it's annoying. I have the same customers messaging me all the time. I had someone order on February the 11th and say, hey, where's my thermophyte? I mean, it's just something I'm dealing with. I mean, I signed 54 customers in January because of it. So it's just something I'm doing, and that's okay. Just keep riding out this momentum. Keep staying excited. Keep staying on top of your Facebook, because when they see that you're excited, people are going to be excited. You might not even know what the heck you're excited about. Just be excited. Like, who cares? Take my excitement and share it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to try. I kind of made this commitment to myself, and I didn't even tell Jen and Rachel. I'm going to try to go live multiple times throughout the next couple of weeks. I haven't been live really consistently in a really long time. So I'm trying to go triple. I'm incredibly close with a lot of people who are working and actively trying to go for their own promotions, which is good because of the momentum. So I'm going to try to do some like potential distributor live things so y'all can share them as well. Okay, anybody else have questions? Jen said live on your stories as well. Anybody else questions, comments? Okay, no one's like jumping out the gun. Okay, does anybody mind if I pray for us tonight? Is that okay with everyone? Okay, let's pray. Dear Father, thank you for tonight, God. Thank you for allowing us all to come together and for us to help our teams. We see the momentum that you're giving us. We see these abundant blessings. I ask that you just continue with these blessings, Father. I ask that you bless each person who's on this Zoom, each person in our tribe group, Father. I ask that you just come, fill them with your spirit, wrap your loving arms around them. Abundantly bless them throughout the next couple of weeks, throughout the couple of months, Father. We know that this is the vehicle that you have provided for us to fulfill our purposes. I ask that you take care of us and lead us back to each other the next time we meet. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all. We'll post this sometime.
All right. Good night.